And I'm angry because it sends the perception that some people in this country can do as they want. And poor people must be allowed to be disciplined or to be spoken about if they do the same thing. This government is not a class government. It's a government for all the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
In recent months, public outcry by Grenadians about what appears to be a one-sided approach to the COVID guidelines seems to have fallen on the ears of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. And 1 week after a meeting with a cross-section of the nation's youth, who recently became very vocal about their concerns, Prime Minister Mitchell on Friday addressed a number of issues that he said affects government image. Prime Minister Mitchell took direct aim at some in the private sector, a sector recently singled out for some engaging in illegal activities to benefit from government stimulus package.
It was brought to our attention that some businesses, hotel facilities in particular, not a lot, but some, have been holding serious parties. And when you see the pictures, you realize it must be deliberate. And it's by people who ought to know better. But there's a level of selfishness, permeating. As long as I am benefiting, to hell with everybody else.
Addressing the House of Representatives on the COVID guidelines, he reminded the nation that only the cabinet has the authority to grant permission for holding certain activities. He said he has spoken to Acting Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin and his team to remind them that the law of the land must be adhered to.
The Prime Minister has to obey the law of the land. The Governor General has to obey the law of the land. All ministers do this. The Speaker, President of the Senate, moon all of us. And therefore no one, Mr. Speaker, should be allowed to do as they wish because they're bigger than everybody else.
The COVID-19 regulations remain in place with various amendments, including the lifting of the curfew and granting 24-hour access to the beaches. However, gatherings of more than 20 people are still prohibited, or in the case of funerals and weddings, the maximum number is 50. The regulations also require every person to wear a mask or suitable covering over the nose and mouth while in public and to distance themselves at least 6 feet from any other person. An amendment to the regulations to increase the number of people that can assemble is expected soon. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.